guys, here with a new video for the channel. I hope you like it, and if you like it, don't forget to leave your powerful like Supreme God level, comment, and subscribe. Now without further ado, get comfortable. Let's begin. The power of the Prince of the Saiyans was rising in an incredible way, since for the first time he would use the power he acquired thanks to the Supreme Gods. The attack of Sirius instantly to collide with the aura of the Prince of the Saiyans was pulverized because Vegeta's aura gave off an incredible destructive aura, while Vegeta's entire body was covered with the same power. So much was Vegeta's power that a purple pressure would be able to make and Champa to the ground, while Goku would access the perfect Ultra Instinct so as not to be affected in the slightest. So Vegeta thinks to fight seriously. I never thought that Vegeta would use the power of the Ultra Ego against a being that was not the High Priest or that damn one who calls himself King the All. From a big explosion, Vegeta was able to access the Ultra Ego maximum power. Sirius was very surprised by the power that Vegeta gave off. However, in one fell swoop, she was sent to crash to a part of the planet. Vegeta, without caring that she was a woman, would begin to beat her, so much that pools of large blood would be seen all over the floor. But in an oversight of the Saiyan Prince, Sirius was able to connect a big blow in his spiritual vein of divine energy, which was able to Vegeta is stabilized for about 30 seconds, which were enough for Sirius to leave Vegeta on the verge of death. Vegeta would fall to the ground very badly injured. No, I can't believe it. That damn goddess was able to finish me. Instantly, Sirius would throw hundreds of attacks towards Vegeta, which had already been knocked out of combat. Being close to dying, Goku would stand in front of it, being able to eliminate each attack of Sirius with his simple aura. However, unlike Vegeta's pressure, on this occasion, Goku's pressure was able to bring her to her knees. That's right, Goku's pressure was hundreds of times more powerful than Vegeta's aura. You better give up if you don't want to get hurt, because you don't have the necessary power to face me. You're an ant compared to me. Sirius, in spite of being trembling, would stand up and with a great determination would pounce against Goku, who on this occasion, with only one of his hands was able to block each attack of the goddess, which at every moment was much more furious. But Sirius, at the moment of raising his gaze, was able to observe the silver eyes, which he would not forget, due to the trauma that Goku had left him. Sirius' aura would decrease rapidly while she... I'm so sorry. It was my mistake. I hope I'll be able to forgive the life of this simple goddess who was not able to understand her great level. Goku, with a very serious look, would say absolutely nothing. But without wasting time, in one big blow, he would send her flying. But in that very place, a big attack would be thrown. This is unforgivable. Supreme Goddess should never kneel to a mere mortal. You're a disgrace, Sirius. Before you were even more powerful than us. Sirius, without saying anything at all, would put her head down, because this time, even the power of Daishinkan was able to finish her. The power of Daishinkan has increased in an incredible way, so much so that even this time, I have stayed behind them. At the moment, the gaze of Goku and Daishinkan would cross, while, at the moment, both warriors launched themselves against each other. At the moment, large collisions all over the place were able to be observed, while at that moment, Goku was able to connect a powerful blow to him, which was able to send the Great Priest to a planet, destroying him completely by such power. However, before Goku is able to celebrate that blow, he would spit a large amount of blood because the whole fist had been able to break the defense of the Ultra Instinct. Ultra Instinct is a state that we angels are born with, so you can't compare your Ultra Instinct to my angelic Ultra Instinct. It's a big difference. Goku would just as easily fall to the ground with a great power. That hit hurt me too much. I'm not able to assimilate the power with which he hit me. He's a monster. I'm not going to give up. Goku would stand up and again begin to exchange blows with Daishinkan. Meanwhile, in the world of the Supreme Gods, Nin and Broly, who were watching everything, was happening. The power of that Saiyan's incredible, but the power of the priest surpasses it by tens of times. It's a very difficult feeling to feel. Goku, why don't you use all your power? Is this your power capable of pushing its limit much further? Or you can't release it by training in a different dimension? The goddess Nin was the most worried because she had fallen in love with Goku all this time. Even Nin had taught him everything she knew about the Supreme Gods, giving him the secrets he was able to break each of his limits as a mortal. Returning to the battlefield, Daishinkan would begin to have a total advantage in the battle, starting to massacre Goku as if he were a simple child. Daishinkan would throw a great attack, which at that moment, what a shock with Goku's screams could be heard all over the universe, because every part of his body seemed to be destroyed.
You're powerful to be mortal, but your power is still not enough to face me, after possessing a part of the negative power of the great Zeno-sama.
Daishinkan was approaching the other warriors with the intention of ending their lives, but an extremely incredible power would take him out of his thoughts. That's right, all this power was detaching Goku's body, which at every moment was releasing an abominable power, so much that even this time Daishinkan was about to fall to his knees, but only one of his knees touched the ground.
What is this power? I had no knowledge of this power of this simple mortal would reach so much. This is impossible.
All the incredible power of Goku was able to break the laws of space, being able to cross all space-time, reaching his power to the planet of Zeno-sama. The power of that miserable mortal had been raised in a great way, but he'll not be able to finish with Daishinkan, as he'll be able to make it explode otherwise. That's right, Daishinkan's whole body was a bomb, which even he had no knowledge of this, since all the energy was accumulated in his heart, waiting to make the explosion when Zeno-sama decides. I want to observe the limit of that damn Saiyan's power, to finish him off without having any other surprises. Goku's power would continue to increase in a great way, attracting the attention of the Supreme Gods, who were even able to feel all that power.
The power of that Saiyan was able to cross the dimension into our world. This is bad, since his power is about to be compared to a middle-class Supreme God.
My Goku has decided to use all his power. With that power, even though he is the High Priest, will not stand a chance against my Goku. All over the planet of Champa, great rays would be scattered all over the sky, which seemed to destroy everything around him, and instantly, Goku's Ultra Instinct Phase 3 would be observed, which, with a simple look of Goku, was able to make the priest completely fall to his knees. So with the power I possess now, you're not able to stand up. I thought you were more powerful, but you're nothing more than a simple worm. Daishinkan, when feeling humiliated, would try to stand up, however, it was impossible for him, because the scale had completely changed. Because this time, it was Goku's power which surpassed him by dozens of times. Daishinkan, I don't know what the hell happened to you, but your heart was pure goodness, unlike now which only gives off evil. For that reason, I finish with you! Daishinkan, despite trying to flee, was not able to move, watching as his end was approaching, but before Goku was able to finish with Daishinkan, his body would begin to inflate as if it were a balloon. That's right, at that moment, Goku, with his maximum speed, was able to move at high speed, holding the warriors who were teleporting to the planet Sadala successfully. How funny that explosion has been, but I haven't been able to end the life of any of them, but their power is still no problem for me. Damn it! That miserable dwarf! He had injected his disgusting energy, and he used Daishinkan as a simple pawn, which was a human bomb. Both Supreme Gods realizing this, they knew that everything was about to be destroyed, so at that moment both gods would appear in front of the other warriors, and Nin would rush towards Goku, giving him a kiss, which would leave everyone very surprised. But at that moment of being able to say something, in all the 12 universes, millions of lives were disappearing, because Zeno-sama would begin to absorb the vital energy of each being. With the power of the 12 universes, no matter who my opponent is, they won't have the necessary power to face me.
Divine Barrier!
The powerful energy barrier of Broly was able to withstand the catastrophic technique of Zeno-sama. While all the other gods and angels were food for Zeno-sama, at the time of all the universes, there were no living beings left. Zeno-sama, with a small combined attack, was able to explode all the universes. The Broly barrier was torn to pieces, but thanks to Cirrus and Nin, they were able to withstand an explosion. This is bad. The power of that damn dwarf really wants to finish us, and the power he possesses is millions of times bigger than before. Vegeta, who had recovered, would put on a very determined look while his fighting spirit grew in an incredible way.
We're Saiyans, and we don't plan to give our lives without a fight, so that damn dwarf who calls himself Ray better be all set.
Of course, if Vegeta, we don't know our limits, and we have to avenge all the beings of the 12 universes, especially our families.
But at that moment, when all the warriors were exchanging ideas, a powerful dark warrior energy would appear in front of all the warriors.
So, you guys are the simple scumbags that I have to eliminate. Ha! This'll be much easier than I thought. That damn dwarf is crazy. Are you the supreme demon god? Ha 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 ha! So, a patetico supreme god knows my story. In that case, you know there's nothing you can do, since in this very place will be his death. I've never met the defeat, and I always wanted to know what it felt like. And if you're the perfect candidate to test all my legendary power and see what is the distance that separates us.
Broly at that moment would begin to raise his power to the limit, knowing that the warrior he had in front of him was even a legend among the kings of all, which was said to have been sealed billions of years ago by the creator god himself. Broly's power will continue to increase in an unreal way, while everything around him was destroyed.
You have a great power, but that power compared to me is a comparison between a simple human and a god, not even an angel. You're a scum by my side.
At the moment of Broly accessing his legendary status would create an explosion all over the place, which on this occasion, he was even able to connect an incredible blow on the demon's abdomen. But to everyone's impression, he had not been able to move it even a single centimeter.
Is that it? I thought you had a lot more power.
The demon, with only a slap on his chest, was able to send him to one of the stars, making him explode by the great power.
I gotta end Broly's life, because Broly's power is absolutely nothing to the power of that demon.
This is impossible. That means that all of us will die, since Broly's the most powerful supreme god that exists.
Now, my Nin, don't worry about that, since I'm here to protect you.
Goku, wrapped in flames, would start walking towards the battlefield, while his power was increasing in incredible ways. So much so that even this time he would attract the attention of the demon god, who would feel the divine energy of an incredible level.
Your power is incredible. You'll be a worthy opponent.
Without saying a single word, Goku would spread his power throughout the multiverse of Zeno-sama, causing a pressure to fall on everyone. What will happen next? Find out in the next chapter. Well guys, this is all for today's chapter. I hope you liked it and it was to your liking. Now don't forget to leave your powerful like Supreme God level, comment and subscribe. Now without further ado, see you in a new video. Until next time.